I'm on it, I'm on it, I'm on the street.
Boy beats.
I'm
Yup.
on it,
Man, I told y'all niggas y'all ain't ready, man. We can't be stopped.
On the strip.
Blue Davinci, speaking on his role or how he ended up not doing as much time as his counterparts or his boss. Looking at the nigga J-Bo, the nigga J-Bo said the nigga tough. Have known people in the streets in my life. I've seen people go through court cases and different things like that. And usually, because when they catch you, they're trying to put everybody out of the situation. If it's a crew or a gang or something like that they feel like it is creating something, they want everybody. So they will take you and charge you initially with the highest shit they can charge you with, whatever they caught you for. I think, dude's demeanor make me think he may have said something. Now, I don't know for sure if he did or not. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, J-Bo think he told. I don't have no opinion on that if he did or didn't. But his energy makes me think like he every time he says something, it sounds like he's trying to cover up, like trying to make you believe, man, I ain't tell you. But once that shit comes out, anything about it comes out when it's a question of it though. Why would we have a question of it? Because your lawyer is going to tell you in the beginning of the case, people go, man, what am I looking at? They're going to talk about everybody who was all because everybody was key players. Everybody that was a key player, they were like, man, you looking at this, and they looking at this, the lower, and that's true, the lower down the totem pole, but they will also, motherfucker will be like, so what you got for me? What you got for me? And we can make it, because they probably give them, if you done, oh yeah, that's Paul Clark right there in the Mercedes. How you gonna, like, it's like tell them off, like, yeah, put your shit on it, like, yeah, that's it, that's Paul. So what? He was in the Mercedes.
How much weight you got to negotiate?
How much dope was that? How much dope was that in that car? How much cause like the one nigga that I watched the documentary, the one nigga Old Dog, that nigga got caught, that nigga told.
But it also kind of works like this right there, like, you know what I'm saying? If guilt murdered two people, you know what I'm saying? And then later on, like a day later, say, here, Paul, take this right here and get rid of this gun. And I get caught getting rid of the gun. I'm going down for tampering with evidence. That's what I'm going down for. So, Paul, you're going to do 2 years for tampering with evidence right here unless you give us something. You know what I'm saying? If I do that, over 2
No,
years.
that ain't how you won't be charged like that. They're going to charge you with the murder first.
No, there's a bunch of people who got tampering. You help clean up some stuff. After the fact, they're going to get you with tampering with evidence. They're not going to get you with the murder.
If they catch you with the gun, they're going to charge you with the murder first until they figure out why you got the gun. If you didn't do the shooting, why you got the gun.
I mean, that was just probably a weaker example. But like I said, like cleaning up evidence, you know what I'm saying? That's not the murder. I'm going to get you with tampering with evidence. You know what I'm saying? You're getting rid of this body. You didn't do it right there. You know what I'm saying? They caught you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't be riding around with the body for 3 days. And shit, 3 days later, they catch it on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know who we looking for, but we got your ass trying to get rid of evidence.
But they'll charge you with it. They'll charge you with it.
Not cleaning up. Not with a mop bucket.
They will charge you unless you tell.
There's a bunch of people who got tampering with evidence.
Unless you tell.
Tampering with evidence.
Unless you tell. That mean a bunch of people
that's even a crime. Like, even if I catch you, you done sat up there and did something wrong to your kid and murdered your kid or something, and then you try to rearrange the crime, saying we're going to get you with murder and tampering with evidence. Because you try to hide.
But it's not tampering with evidence until after they make a case.
So he's saying that the dude already got caught. You saying the dude already got caught, but he gave you the gun to get rid of it.
No, that ain't what this dude did. That was just
No.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm saying if a guy gets caught for murder, if guilt get caught for murdering somebody,
yeah.
after he murdered him, he gave you the gun to get rid of it.
Yeah.
They got him in jail already. Is that
No, I
what
mean,
you
I just know a case, like, we already know, we're looking for this killer right here. This is the guy that got his picture up right here. You know what I'm saying? Now, he sends me, you calls me, I'm his little brother. I want you to go in my room, and I want you to look up under here, you know what I'm saying? You know, because they didn't get it, you know what I'm saying? Hey, go in there, and I want you to, this is where I got the gun, and I want you to get rid of that. You know what I'm saying? And then I go in there, you know, they already looked for him. Everybody on the street said he was the killer.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I go in there, they got me. They know I'm not the killer, you know what I'm saying? I'm going down for tampering with evidence.
Yeah. You ain't going down for only tampering with evidence, but
You gonna be charged with the murder.
You're gonna
You
get
got
charged with
the
the
murder
murder, and then they gonna make you say who did the
You
murder.
see tampering with evidence all through.
They
you know
gonna
what I'm
make
saying?
it. They
All
gonna
through,
make it.
what's it called? The Buster magazine, tampering with evidence. Tampering
They
with
gonna
evidence.
make your ass tell on the motherfucker that killed him.
And you gotta create a crime scene
You know you
first.
look, they gonna tell you. We know you ain't do it, but if you don't tell, you're gonna be the one.
This
You're
is what
going
we
down for
charge
this
you
shit.
with. This is
Right.
what we're
That's
gonna.
like
This is what you
you
charge
say
us.
that.
We
Seen
drop
on
it
the
down.
first 48
We drop it
1,000
down
times.
to this. What you got for me?
I seen him on the first 48 1,000 times, bro. They catch it. They catch
Motherfucker
Sean.
tried some.
They
niggas
catch
out
Sean. He was with us. They catch all of us. I pulled the trigger. They gonna
No,
say,
we're not.
Sean,
That's
listen.
something completely different. I'm talking about right here. You're the killer. A whole club of people say you did it right here.
Listen.
You call me. I'm way out west. You way out east.
Listen.
You call me and say, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, they looking for me. I put the gun up under here. You know what I'm saying? Now, you want you to go back and they probably
That's
come
not
out. They
tampering
know
with
it's me.
evidence yet.
If they catch me going in there and I got the gun and they now that's when SWAT want to hit and they got me trying to get rid of the gun in my car. Hey, we got
Listen.
you right here. We know what murder weapon this is. We
That's
have
not
certain
tampering
persons
with
still on
evidence
it.
yet.
You are not the killer. We are already looking for the killer. We got the killer
Exactly.
on tape.
First 48.
I am going for tampering with evidence.
No.
That's
They
not
gonna
tampering with
tell you.
evidence
No,
yet.
they gonna
They
tell
put
you,
him in the
look.
crime
If
scene.
I'm
Listen.
with him at the crime, even if I'm waiting in the car with
Listen.
him right here at the club, that's murder.
Listen, if you got the gun and you got the body, right?
No,
you
not-
say
there's
the
no
body
body.
was
The
in the
body-
trunk.
He's at a club, a nightclub right here. He get in an argument with a dude. He shoots a dude. Wow. The whole camera witnesses all see it. He runs off. The body is still there. You know what I'm saying? And he goes home. He gets freaked out. I gotta
It's
get
not
out of here.
tampering with
He put the
evidence
gun
until they
somewhere
make-
and then leave right here. Then be like,
Until
fuck,
it's a
I
scene,
left the
crime
gun.
scene.
Paul, you my brother. Hey, Paul, I want you to go back to the house. Grab that gun before SWAT hit or whatever and shit, because they know, I just listened to the radio. They know me. They said my name and all that. Go get that gun and get rid of it. We already know that you are the killer. You know what I'm saying? Once they catch me trying to get rid of the gun, I'm still at the house and I got the gun in my hand and shit. We know you're not the killer. You're tampering with evidence.
That's tampering. and
Yeah, that's
they-
tampering with
I-
evidence.
that-
I'm
they
nowhere
wouldn't-
near the crime
That
scene.
wouldn't be. That means they must have a public defender because that would not be tampering yet.
That's
You know what tampering with
bro,
evidence
because
is?
you moving
If
it.
I
Before
got
he
weed-
moving it, but they haven't even made a crime scene yet.
If
You know
I
what I'm
got
saying? Like
weed-
they
Well, the crime
haven't.
scene was when they went up there.
But if they
got
think the
dude,
gun there,
got
they,
the,
you know how many, the shit they gonna go through to get to the point that the gun may be at the house.
No. Well, he just saying tampering with evidence is when you move evidence.
Yeah.
When you
Try to
hide
clean it
evidence,
up. You try to
yeah.
get rid of it in some way.
So they might know dude did it, but when they catch you with that gun,
So that
It's
stands
done
behind
by
my
body
point
on
about Blue Davinci. That stands behind the point that nigga, if they catch you with bricks
you
and
should
money, and you can't say where you got it from,
You should have went to jail. You got
you
the
should have
bricks.
got more time than 5 years.
You got the bricks.
But that's
you
kind
got the
of,
money.
that, let me tell you.
Well, now I ain't
this.
gonna say that because he did say it's rules and it's guidelines and shit. So possession is way less than trafficking.
That's like if they watching us right now, right here, right? And there's a truck right here, and then us three is loading this truck up full of dope. We loading it up right here. They don't even make their move yet, you know what I'm saying? And then he gets in the car, he pulls over, he's driving, and then a mile later, then they pull him over. We got you with everything. We just got pictures of us holding it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just the person that was putting it in the truck. You didn't catch me with it. You got him with it.
Tampering with evidence or evidence tampering is an act in which a person alters, conceals, falsifies, or destroys evidence with intent to interfere with an investigation, usually by law enforcement, governmental, or regulatory authority. It is criminal offense in many jurisdictions.
I give you a big example. Let's say you flushing cocaine down the toilet and SWAT is hitting and all that right there. By the time they get to you, all the cocaine is gone, but it's just some little sprinkles over the toilet seat right there. We really can't charge you, but we knew what the fuck your ass was doing. You was tampering with evidence. We can never get this evidence. All we got to do is sprinkle this around the toilet seat.
That's crazy, man.
Tampering is tampering, bro. I don't know if he should have got less time or more time.
But that ain't, how is that tampering? That's a loophole that, you know what I mean, there's a possibility that could be shaved by the lawyers and the cooperants, the people who cooperated. Because I just feel like if you got caught with it, you got caught with it. They'll charge your ass and they're gonna charge you. If they come in here right now, we got 10 bricks in here, sitting in the middle of the floor.
We all getting charged until
somebody tell on the other one, or somebody say they mom.
So what are we talking about tampering for? What are we talking about tampering for?
Paul got on tampering, and
No,
I'm
I'm just telling you, like, that's a lesser charge than if you was, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, if we robbing a bank and stuff right here, you get caught setting the vehicle on fire, you're tampering with the evidence.
But he was loading the car with the bricks, and he was loading the car with the money and all that type of shit. So tampering ain't got nothing to do with that. He was complicit.
No, I didn't say he was tampering. I was trying to give a lesser charge, you know what I'm saying, compared to a bigger charge where you'll go to jail for tampering with evidence other than the, you know what I'm saying, the actual cocaine.
Less than what? Less than.
I seen niggas get complicity charge get 10 years.
Possession, the nigga got possession. And then it was dropped, I guess. Because possession.
What was it? Look it up.
He just said
what did he get charged with? Because if he got charged with something lesser, then, you know, they had it. Complicity, or if they know he wasn't the man, then he had to get charged with complicity. Because I know niggas in the hood got charged with complicity and they homeboy was the man, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, a
and
car thief.
They homeboy got the most time, and they just got I know a motherfucker that was cooking the shit, and he got 10 years. But their brother got 15, 20 years or some shit like that. So dude that was cooking the shit just got complicit because he knew of the act of crime he knew the shit they was doing. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm doing something and y'all sitting here looking at me, y'all gonna get complicit.
But he's saying that the paperwork is public information. He says that. Go out there, please find something to say that I told something. Right. That's what he's saying.
There's been a lot of cases. Have you heard about the householder stuff? Householder.
No.
The state rep for Ohio.
Nah.
Taking in 61 million.
Yeah.
Right, Larry Householder. He took in 61 million.
Bribes and shit.
Yeah.
This been going on for a while.
He just got caught.
But his case is like Gunners in them case. Young Thugs in them case where somebody has already got out of jail.
Telling them?
Yeah. But they've already got out of jail, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where,
see, Trump's lawyer was snitching on him like as soon as he went to jail. It's all in my book.
You already know. They gonna get paid.
Hell yeah.
They gonna get about $1 million off of that. A couple of million.
That nigga said on stand basically, he was on Donald Trump's dick. That nigga, he said, put this money, pay for this and I'll pay you back. That's Stormy Daniels. He said, I couldn't afford it, so I refinanced my house. So I'll get the money back, nigga, you ain't get shit back.
Marima Blue Davinci McKnight, the rapper who became the face of the Black Mafia family, was sentenced in federal court for handling cash and cocaine for the drug ring turned hip hop label.
And that can mean anything too.
Yeah.
Like you could be that rapper. You know what I'm saying? Us straight, we just hanging around you when we selling dope. You going to South Carolina on the tour. We got dope in your goddamn bus and you don't even know about it. You handling it.
Yeah.
Then it say the rapper was accused and convicted of distributing multiple kilos of cocaine starting around 2003.
cocaine. Keys of cocaine.
So we don't know what he was convicted of.
I think real shit.
Where that alcohol go?
I think he got some time off. I think he gave up some shit he ain't have to give up probably.
And I know somebody that went to jail recently, and the motherfuckers already, the prosecutor already knew shit, and they were telling him we know this, we know that, we know this, we know that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he probably ain't offer the information, but they probably said we know this and we know this and we know that and we
Yeah,
know
his
that.
lawyer told her, like,
And he
all that
agreed.
is shared.
Huh?
All of that is shared. You know, whatever the prosecutor know, the defense got to know.
This is
Exactly.
like blue tub.
You said whatever the prosecutor know what?
Like, you know, whatever the prosecutor know, you know what I'm saying, you got to share that with the defense. You got
Well,
to share it. You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
if
So
they
it's
get
like,
you to talk,
here's film of it. They got film of you doing this, and this is the film that they got right there. So it's like, damn, that's a close-up picture and shit. They know it. I could look dumb saying, nope, that wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? Because then that would be perjury. Now we don't believe shit you say. So you got to admit that shit.
right?
That's what perjury is.
When you lie in court.
Withholding
No, when you lie.
evidence,
No.
and when you
It's not withholding, it's when you lie. You know what I'm saying? When you say, like Little Kim, you went to prison for a year for lying. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Martha Stewart, you just lying.
right.
Yeah, I think he I don't know if
I'm
he
like
got
Martha.
time took it off. I think he agreed or he just collaborated.
Collaborate like, yeah, I did it.
Like, yeah.
I think he did. It's
They
something
know
like
about
what
it.
Stunner did.
I think that was like, we know
Did he say he
you
played
want the
guilty or
man.
did he play, he played guilty or did he, you know what I'm saying, he took the
And just said he was convicted.
I think they were like, we know this,
But you come into agreement,
And
when
we
you
know
go to court,
this.
You know what it is.
and we know this, and we know this, and he was like, well, that's true,
Yeah.
that's true.
And that's what I'm saying. Like
true.
they got him in like it's like a gunner shit, hot gunner shit scene on the outside looking in, where they like, and he done said, yeah, I was part of a gang. Yep, it's a gang. I was part of it.
And if it's tattooed on your body, that's perjury. If you say, no, I wasn't in that game, shut up, nigga, it's right here on your neck and it's right here on
You
your
let the Black
arm.
Mafia change.
Yeah.
You know this, but that nigga, dude said the smack DVD.
Yeah,
all
he's
that
saying
shit.
it too, you know what I'm saying? Like, so
So
you
the
can't-
smack DVD was they used that was evidence.
Remember the, I don't
That's
think it was
crazy,
Smack, was it
though.
Smack DVD or was it My Crib, TV Cribs or
It
something?
was smack.
MTV Cribs.
It was smack. I don't even think they did.
And they
It was
took-
on smack. The niggas was at the
They-
house on smack.
They toured the fucking house and all that shit?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
cause the nigga from Don Diva was on there.
Yeah. So, you know,
That's real as fuck, man.
it's crazy. I don't know if he snitched. I don't know. He might have.
You don't know.
I should have looked it up and see if you know what I'm saying he did. I just never did.
I just looked it up. It didn't say if he did. It ain't gonna say public record if he snitched.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. He said all this is public information. You can look to see it. He's like, go out there and look.
Well, it don't say that. It don't say that.
I think you gotta go to the
But like I'm
website.
saying, the shit,
Yeah,
the
gotta
shit
look
where
at
gunners at, he saying he ain't snitched, and they saying he ain't snitched.
He told.
People putting that on Instagram and Facebook right now. You know,
But I'm just saying, like, they going by
put-
just what it is, like, from what the outcome and the outlook of it has been and
Yeah.
what motherfuckers see.
That's what we said. He agreed
The
with it.
nigga, the Blue Davinci nigga saying, I ain't do shit.
Did he
I
sit
just
down with him?
talked to my key, I got the charges I got that also was dropped down.
He said he got lesser charges because he had a lesser role to play in. He wasn't no boss.
Right.
So he didn't get, you know, sentenced to boss status.
How
But
did
nigga,
they come
if you
to
got
that
10
song?
bricks in your car and $1 million,
How did they come to that conclusion to drop the charges? They talked to him first.
I thought he did his time.
Huh?
He did his time.
Oh, I'm saying, before you do the time, they're gonna charge you with this. They're gonna give you 10 years. Right? Okay. We're gonna give you 10
they're gonna
years.
tell you
unless
what you looking at.
We're gonna give you 10 years unless you help us out.
Oh no, it's I'll give you 10 years if you plead guilty. If you
No,
fight it, you get more.
no. They said we're
Nah,
gonna
no.
give you less if you help us out.
Is that what he said, or you just saying it?
That's what they do. They're not gonna say we just gonna give you 10 years. If you
I mean,
help,
even a murder case, they say, okay, you know what I'm saying, you plead to it right here, we'll give you this much time. If you lying and we find you guilty, you will do even more time, or get the electric
No,
chair.
if you did a murder and they caught you for a murder, they're gonna try to they're not gonna say, well,
Yeah,
you
they ain't
took
doing
it
that
unless
shit,
you had an accomplice.
yeah, they're gonna.
If you
yeah.
didn't
No,
have
I-
nobody, if you
I
just
know
charged
people
with
that
a
sit there
murder,
and
but
said,
if you
I
got
did.
another nigga in the murder
Go to the
too.
police, waited, and sat there and said, I did it. They did their 15 and they're out. I know people who said I did not do it, and you got 20 to 25. You got way more time
They
because you
took him
fought
to
it.
trial.
Even if you do the shoplifting.
What kind of lawyer you got a
Something
lot to do
simple as
with it
shoplifting
too,
or
bro.
whatever. You know what I'm saying? You can get into a fight. It's something domestic or whatever and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just say you do it, you get probation. If we go take this to court, then you're doing 2 years. Which one you gonna do? And that's where a lot of people sit up there in America, a lot of black people, we sit up there and we plead guilty for shit we did not do. Because they're saying if you plead guilty, it's just probation. But that's on your record now.
Right.
You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
look at that.
Let me tell you, the people that do that, the
Yeah.
people that don't got lawyer money.
Exactly. Which is a lot
I've
of
had
poor black
lawyer
people.
money. So I couldn't be able to speak from that standpoint because motherfuckers either don't do stupid nigga shit, or if you already doing stupid nigga shit, you gotta have some money for the lawyer. Because
Motherfuckers wanna go
a
home,
fucking
so
public defender
Yeah.
ain't gonna get you out.
Motherfuckers want to go home, so they say, you know what? Fuck it. I'll deal with that later.
Right.
And
Yeah.
take their ass home.
And go home. They tell you,
Yeah,
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 you might owe us. Yeah. Alright, go
Fuck
ahead.
it.
That's what they said they was doing in Rikers. Once they get you, you don't get no due process. You will sit your ass in there until you plead
That's-
guilty or you bond yourself out.
That's almost any jail depending on your case.
I'm
If you ain't got a lot of shit, especially if you ain't got
Remember the one
bond.
dude that went to jail because they said he stole somebody's book bag and y'all had him in there for so long. You never went to court.
That-
You had him in there for years. You know what I'm saying? And you gonna
That's
sit there.
he had a public defender.
No, he didn't. He actually did, and he even bumbled the case and shit. But why is this dude in here for a misdemeanor and it wasn't even him? You know what I'm saying? You spent like 6 years in prison. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you in Rikers, you spending 6 years in there. That's why when he came out, he
Public
committed suicide.
defender.
That can't go. That will never happen in Columbus. Your first offense, you get out on your own recognizance on a stolen book
You still
bag.
got a case though, and they're
Yeah.
gonna say this is what you're looking at.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying in Rikers Island, you will sit there unless you have bond money or you plead guilty. If you like, I ain't pleading guilty, you're gonna sit there and you're gonna sit there. And in his case, his paper, I don't know what the fuck is wrong, but you sat there like 6 years.
What that got to do with Blue Davinci? That nigga ain't had the nigga you talking about had no bricks and no money. What was his charge?
My reference for that was I was trying to say that
We talk about
about
Blue
the
though.
pleading out part. You know, what I'm saying? Get you
So
left.
Motherfucker, you gotta
plead
give
it
them
out.
something. If you ain't got nothing to give them,
It
you
don't
are
mean you
not. You
have to
can't
snitch on
plead out.
somebody. You don't have to tell on nobody. It's like
No.
I can admit it and get less of time than if I fight it.
No, what they say is they'll take that they'll say they'll take that, they'll note that, or they'll let the prosecutor know that you was willing to cooperate or some shit like that. But they ain't gonna be like, you know what?
That
I was
beca-
feeling good today,
that kinda
and we're
depends
gonna give
on-
you 10 years instead of
That
15
depends on the
years.
nature of what you did. You know what I'm saying? If you admit, I went up in that school and I stabbed 17 4-year-olds, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what you admit to. Get this dude the lecture chair right there, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know.
only difference is if you confess, you're gonna get the lecture chair in the daytime. If
What
not,
kind
you
of
get it at
crime
night.
are you speaking on that you can tell them you did it and they're gonna give you some lesser time?
I mean, if I shoot out in the crowd just recklessly and one of the bullets hit somebody, you know,
You
so they
see,
pass
so if
away,
you shoot-
and I say, I am going to do this, you know, I did this, yeah, I did this, you know what I'm saying? I confess to it, but if I take it to court and they find
No,
camera
'cause you
footage
was
of it,
shooting
It's gonna
recklessly.
be different. It's gonna be different.
That
I
was
would-
a serious act. That was a heinous
That's
act.
the difference between
That's
15
a
years and life.
fucking that's a difference than an accident. That's not
15
an accident.
15 years in life is the difference. Life is that you fought it. You know what I'm saying? Unless you stab 14 little 4-year-olds, then you getting like.
All I
you
know
get rid
is
of-
if you get caught with the gun, you going to jail. If you're in the car with another nigga, they gonna charge everybody else until somebody say, unless a nigga say it's mine,
yeah.
or unless a nigga say, you know, or nigga say that's his, if a nigga don't fess up. If you get caught with some bricks and some money, they're gonna charge you with that shit unless you say that ain't my money. That ain't my dough. That's Meech's dough.
But isn't this snitching? Like if we all in the car together and I put my gun up, it's your car, and I put my gun up in there, so they all got us and all that shit right there. Since it's your car, then it's your gun, and we not saying shit. We not saying shit.
Y'all
And then
supposed
you-
to say
and
some
then-
shit.
And then you go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, okay, we just gonna put it all on you. Like, is that me snitching by not saying nothing at all? When me as a man should have been like, hey, that's not his, that's mine. Because that's what I would
If it was your
I
gun,
would say it's mine.
if it was your gun, thank you. Because I was gonna say I would have to beat the brakes off for you when I post bail, because I got a lawyer. And I'm coming to get you if you don't say that's your gun. And because they can't charge a nigga, like a nigga, and then once you get in the process, once you can be arraigned, you know, they're gonna tell you, nigga, this is, and I just, you know, that nigga did 5 years, 4 years, and some days, or some shit like that. The
See,
nigga
where them
still
people
doing
at,
that case. But the nigga T home though, so
I remember one
he
time.
was caught first.
One time, me and JX got pulled over, and he had a strap on him, and but the police didn't search us. You know what I'm saying?
He always had a license. But I just think the nigga. I hope the nigga.
But you know what I'm saying? You don't want to get fucked up out there. You know what I'm saying?
Don't.
You get in trouble.
And get you a lawyer. That's my conclusion and all that shit. Don't have no PD. I
Yeah,
ain't
get a
catching no
lawyer.
misdemeanors. You got
No public defender. You gonna get.
They don't sleep.
You don't
You
get
see their
rammed.
suits be all wrinkled and their shoes be all bent. Like you woke up in that whole fucking outfit.
Your back getting busted.
I had to do like some fuck with for
Your
my
back getting
public.
busted
I had
out.
to do like dentist for the lawyer shit, the big shit, or anything bigger than traffic shit. And I had a dude that used to handle my misdemeanor shit, and he used to have what's the one jacket they had from the 80s? They go
With the elbow.
nah,
The patches
with
on
the
the
elbows
elbows.
around there, like the button and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Damn. It was from the 80s. It was like a popular jacket. I can't remember.
Sheep
Playboy
skin.
had one. It was great.
Sheep's no, it was
Members only jacket. He had a members only jacket. He always used to do this to his glasses like this. Like. But shit,
Yeah, man.
you got some. I got a taste for some greens.
I
I
want
want
something
something.
different. I mean, chicken from Mom Famous Kitchen when they know ingredients, miss and list, and I want
Listen,
brisket.
brisket.
I like my cornbread this thick.
This
Pick
thick.
up the phone, come get
Come
this.
get
They got the
this.
biggest sandwiches. Ha ha. Thank you,
Jesus.
Jesus. Is that macaroni and cheese? Yup. Is that macaroni and cheese? Yup. Is that macaroni and cheese? Yup. 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 Yup.
Not macaroni today. Cheesy potatoes. All Famous Kitchen. 614-556-2174. Life should be relaxing, but it's not.
Sometimes we gotta create our own drug.
Look at that. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
With many different creme velour flavors such as
Blackberry plum.
strawberry rose, peach, and pomegranate mango.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget lemon haze and berry beautiful. Relax. Kick your feet up and enjoy the taste. Creme velour. Dre, the Imperial Grape. Creme velour, my lord.
I'm on it, on it, I'm on it, on it, I'm on the street.
Boy beats.
I'm on it, on it.
Man, I told y'all niggas y'all ain't ready, man. We can't be stopped.
On the strip.
Storehouse entertainment.